So let's look at example 2. According to an article in Bloomberg's Businessweek, New York City's most recent adult smoking rate is 14%. Suppose that a survey is conducted to determine this year's rate. 9 out of the 70 randomly chosen New York City residents reply they smoke. Conduct a hypothesis test to determine if the rate is still 14%. Use a 5% level of significance. So these are my hypotheses because remember, I wasn't looking to see if it was lower or greater. I just want to know if it was the same. So my null is P equals 0.14. Alternative is P does not equal 0.14. Yes. So remember, again, I changed that percentage to a decimal. I also know that X is the number of individuals in the sample who are in a specific category, which is who smoke, and that's 9. Sample size is 70. Level of significance is 0.05. All right, so let's do this in mini. Oh, one more quick thing. Here's my distribution. So P approximates the normal with 0.14, comma, where 0.14 times 0.86 divided by 70, and then you take the square root of that. So I get that here's the final distribution. So P approximates the normal distribution of 0.14, comma, 0.041. Okay, so let's go to Minitab, and I'll show you how to do it really fast. So I go to Minitab. Again, I go to Stats, Basic Statistics, One Proportion Test. I've got summarized data picked. I've got number of events is 9, number of trials is 70. I clicked Perform the Hypothesis Test, and I got the hypothesized proportion. Excuse me today. I don't know why I can't speak. It's 0.14. Options, 0.95. 95% because I've only got a level of significance of 0.05. Proportion does not equal the hypothesized proportion. Again, that's my alternative. I picked the not equals because that matches what I'm doing for my hypotheses. Select normal approximation, hit OK again. And now I can see that my N is 70, my event is 9, my sample proportion is 0.128, which is 9 divided by 70. It gives me the confidence interval because I did the not equals. So I'm 95% confident that the sample P will be between these two. Here's my hypotheses. And then I've got my Z value and my P value. Z value is negative 0.28. P value is 0.783. So let's go back to the PowerPoint and let's conclude it. Okay. So my one proportion test statistic was Z equals negative 0.28. So think about it on that normal distribution curve. This is slightly below the mean if I was going to graph it. The P value is 0.783. So, let me do this. I'm going to make sure I do this right. Okay, so the P value versus this level of significance, so 0.783 is greater than 0.05. So I failed to reject the null because the P value was larger than the level of significance. So what can I say about that? At the 5% level of significance, there is sufficient evidence to support that New York City's most recent adult smoking rate is 14%. And you're probably like, well, why? If I found here the sample P was 0.128, it's not very different than that 14%. That's why I am, again, that p-value is big. I'm keeping the null hypothesis, and you can see right here, P equals 0.14. So what I'm saying is this sample is very much like the population. There's nothing special about it, so I'm going to make the assumption that it's still at 14%.